They rose from dust, built cities that touched the sky, commanded vast armies that marched across continents, and believed they were chosen by the gods to rule the world. At their glorious peak, their banners waved over half of humanity. Their wealth overflowed like rivers of gold, and their power shaped the destiny of entire civilizations. But when these mighty empires fell, the world trembled, borders shifted, and from their ruins, a new chapter of human history began, the legacy of the greatest empires ever to exist. 7. The French colonial empire 153–1980. The French Empire began in 1534 with voyages to the New World. It expanded across Africa, Asia, and the Pacific. By the 1930s, it covered 13 million square kilometers. It became the second largest colonial empire. After Britain, French culture spread through language, art, and education. Paris became the center of global politics and influence. The empire declined after World War II, but its language and culture continue to shape many nations today. 6. The Umayyad Empire 661–750 AD. The Umayyad Empire was founded in 661 AD. It expanded rapidly after the death of the Prophet Muhammad. At its peak, it ruled a vast territory of 11 million square kilometers, stretching from Spain to India. It united the people under a single religion and a single rule. Arabic became the language of scholarship and science. Its capital was Damascus, a center of culture and commerce. Despite its short existence, its legacy shaped Islamic civilization. 5. The Spanish Empire 149–1898. The Spanish Empire began in 1492. With Columbus's voyage, it became the first global empire in history. At its peak, it ruled over 13.7 million square kilometers. It spanned across the Americas, Europe, Africa, and Asia. Spanish explorers brought wealth and new ideas. They also brought conquest and change to indigenous lands. Its language and culture spread throughout the world. Today, its influence is still felt in more than 20 countries. 4th, the Qing Dynasty 1644–1912. The Qing Empire was founded in 1644 by the Mongols. This dynasty ruled China for nearly 300 years. At its peak, it controlled 14.7 million square kilometers of territory. It was one of the largest empires in Asia. The Qing Dynasty expanded China's borders to Tibet and Mongolia. The emperors of this dynasty built a strong and rich culture. However, civil wars and foreign invasions weakened the dynasty. The dynasty ended in 1912, marking the collapse of the Chinese Empire. 3. The Russian Empire 17–11917. The Russian Empire began in 1721 under Tsar Peter the Great. It expanded across Europe, Asia, and North America. At its peak, its territory covered 20.8 million square kilometers. It was the third largest empire in history. It ruled over many different peoples and cultures. Its capital, St. Petersburg, became a symbol of power. The empire lasted for nearly 200 years. It ended after the Russian Revolution of 1917. 2. The Mongol Empire 1206–1368. The Mongol Empire was founded by Genghis Khan in 1206. It unified many nomadic tribes in Central Asia. By 1270, its territory spanned 24 million square kilometers, stretching from Eastern Europe to the Pacific Ocean. It was the largest land-based empire in history. The Mongols built trade routes throughout Asia, connecting east and west via the Silk Road. Their legacy has changed warfare, trade, and communication forever. 1. The British Empire 1583–1997. The British Empire began in 1583 and grew across every continent, expanding its reach farther than any empire before it. By 1920, it ruled over 35 million square kilometers, nearly a quarter of Earth's land, and governed more than 400 million people. Known as the empire on which the sun never sets, its powerful navy dominated the seas for centuries, while its influence in trade, law, and culture helped shape the foundations of the modern world. Empires rise, empires fall, but their shadows remain. From the global influence of Great Britain to the storm of conquest of the Mongols, Each empire changed the world forever. The borders, languages, and ideas still bear their mark. The age of empires may be over, but their stories will never die.